Peace in from the black holes of Dakota Territory, United States of audio compression. I would just like to offer a little bit of my take on audio compression, sound compression, for use in communication systems, but in particular, how it can be misused and cause unwanted or undesirable results. One of the commenters in my recent set of audio tests suggested that possibly audio compression would help some of the sound quality issues on the videos that I make. And I believe that that is a possibility, provided that the background noise be kept to an absolute minimum, preferably absolute silence or as close as one can get to it. There's a reason for that. In audio compression, automatic level control, various audio processing methods like that, when the louder the sound input, the more the attenuation, or a better way to put it would be the less sound goes in, the more the amplification, so that the difference between the maximum and the minimum volume levels of the voice, for example, my yammerings here, would be reduced. If I say something just off the cuff real quietly, it would be amplified at least enough so that viewers wouldn't miss it. And that's great. And that works very well in amateur radio communications as well, because it gives you more so-called bang for the buck in those circumstances, provided that the background noise is minimal. That means no fans, no other people talking, no music, no general background noise at all, because when you're quiet during pauses, all of that noise gets amplified and increases way out of proportion to how loud it really is. One of the worst abuses of that particular technology that I'm aware of today is its use in a lot of telephone sets. And it is a real bummer. I just don't understand why that's necessary if you're talking straight into the microphone of a telephone. I can see how it might give you more bang for the buck for the voice going in, assuming there's absolute silence in the background. But usually when you're talking on the telephone, there isn't absolute silence in the background. A lot of people I talk to are always running that boob tube, and that thing, when during pauses, depending upon the time constant involved in the audio compression, competes with their voice to such a degree that it makes it very difficult to understand the voice coming right into the microphone of the telephone. That is, the voice of the person that you want to talk to. You hear that stuff in the background. I don't think that has anything to do with why I replaced my television set with that Lopi Berkshire gas-burning stove over there. There are other reasons for that, like I'm a thermal wuss. A lot of people have laughed at me for that, but geez, I get cold easy, because I'm 115 pounds at 5'6". Got to put on a little weight, but it's difficult for a skinny guy like me to do that. A lot of people, well, I'm not going to go there either. What I'm talking about here is audio compression. Under the right circumstances, great idea, and it works very well. Under the wrong or inappropriate circumstances, it sucks. And that's about all I can tell you for that. So my take would be, I would not want to use audio compression in my videos. I would rather try and keep the level of my voice constant, just loud enough not to cause distortion, along with the other adjustments I can make to minimize distortion, but stay away from audio compression. Maybe sometime I'll do a more elaborate explanation of how audio compression actually works in systems and circumstances when it does really help. But in a telephone, if you have a telephone, that audio compression, I wish they'd knock that off. I really do. For all the features they put in these phones, to the point where you got to be a programmer in order to just figure out how to call your neighbor next door. This stuff sucks. I wish they'd lay it off, but it's just one audio buff's opinion. Well, I'm not really an audio buff. I'm a radio frequency engineer by amateur radio training. Go to my website, by the way, sciencewriter.net. You'll learn a lot more about me, and I do an awful lot of videos on this YouTube channel here about amateur and shortwave radio. Stan Gibilisco signing off, saying peace out and so long for now.